Good evening. Welcome to Module 9, Diversity and Cultural Appropriateness in Early Childhood. So we have 3 objectives this week. First, to discuss the importance of culturally appropriate practices in early childhood. Then we're going to be observing your own early childhood environment and checking it out for cultural appropriateness. And then offering you opportunities to implement developmentally and culturally appropriate practices and activities at your externship site. So how are we going to accomplish all this? First, you're going to start out, you have an online lecture called Culturally Appropriate Practices in Early Childhood. Then you're going to be participating in a discussion which is called English Only, and it's having you think about, reflect on, and share your feelings about if children should be able to be taught in their own, whatever is their first language, or should, in all of our programs, should all the children be learning English? So it's a controversial topic, so be respectful as you share your opinions on it, but be sure to, be honest with how you feel about it. That's what, when you come into classes in higher education, that's what it all is all about, is to express our ideas and then learn maybe some different points of view from other people. You have a reflection paper this week where you're going to be discussing diversity in your work setting, and you're going to be asked to discuss the diversity that's in your coworkers, and then also with the children and families. And don't think specifically about just cultural diversity like ethnic diversity. I mean, when you think about the diversity, it could be age, interests, hobbies, family structures. It can be all kinds of things that create diversity. So kind of think outside the box a little bit and develop your paper on that. And then for your written assignment, you actually have, it's called a culturally appropriate inventory. So it's like a checklist. And so it's going to be asking you a question. So you're going to be looking at your own work environment and answering the questions yes or no. And then you're asked to provide a brief but very specific examples to support why you said yes or no. So for instance, one of the questions is asking if there's any diversity with, like in what kinds of dolls do you have in your dramatic play area. So sometimes students will just put, yes, we have lots of different dolls from different cultures. Well, that's not specific enough. Name the different cultures that are represented. Be that specific. So you'll see as you look at the questions, but just give specific examples, because then I can really tell that you've actually really done a good inventory of your environment. You don't have to do a cover page or anything like that, but remember to always put your name at the top of all your papers, so you have to put your name at the top of this inventory as well. It's a Word document, so I want you to type directly on it. Don't create a new paper, just open it up, enable editing, and just type right on it. And then of course you have your timesheet, and we're getting close to the end because next week in week 10 is our final timesheet, so make sure that you're getting your hours in and that you'll have 180 hours by the end of next week in week 10. Have a great week and contact me if you have any questions. Thanks.